Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the very first weekly home fragrance roundup of 2021. 2021 feels like an awkward number to say, but saying 21 doesn't sound right either. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, it's a new year. I'm really excited to continue the weekly home fragrance series here on my channel on the weekends. I'm going to give you guys just a few channel updates at the end of this video if you're interested in those. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sharing what I am currently burning and melting around the house. I did spend this week kind of finishing up a few things that were left over from the holidays. But for the most part, I pretty much got through everything that was like holiday or Christmas related the week that Christmas happened. By that weekend, that Saturday and Sunday, I pretty much finished all of that stuff. So this week was kind of focusing a little bit more on transitional scents. I did take down all of my holiday decor. I would think I was working on it on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. It took me a couple days to get everything down for sure. I always get really sad right after the holidays because it's such a fun, festive time of the year. And honestly, one of my favorite things about the holidays, besides, like the decor, which I obviously go a little bit ham on, but it's just kind of that overall like holiday vibe. People seem to be a lot nicer. It's just a good time, right? Like everyone just seems to be in a better mood and everyone feels a little bit more generous and people seem to be a little bit more caring. And I wish that feeling carried through the rest of the year for everybody, but it seems like right after the holidays, everyone's like, all right, that's just about enough of that. Let's just go back to business as usual. So that's always kind of a bummer for me, but anyway, here we are. So in my candle crocks, if you don't know what a candle crock is, I will link a video down below. I did a candle crock 101 video. I've actually done two of them. I did like an updated one. I think it was in 2017 now that I redid that. So, but I'll link that video down below if you don't know what a candle crock is. And then I'll also link a neutral candle crock that doesn't have any like inspirational quotes on it or anything like that. I'm pretty picky about my home decor, and I don't like a lot of like inspirational quotes and things like that. So I don't know. It's not really my style. So I like the candle crocks that are a little bit more plain. So in my candle crock in my bedroom, I have Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean. I could have probably tried burning that one, but I heard from several of you guys that it doesn't burn great. So I just decided to put the whole brand new candle into the candle crock, and that's been going for a few days. In here, I have a pumpkin pie of all things. I had a ton of the Bath & Body Works pumpkin pie candles, and so I figured just kind of finish up like that one gourmand scent here. So that's been going in here, and it's nice. It's a really nice scent. And then in my last candle crock, which is downstairs in my dining room, I have the Bath & Body Works pumpkin pecan waffles. So kind of, I guess, still finishing up like a few things left over from the fall. Actually, I think both of those are mostly fall candles, but yeah, so that's what's happening in the candle crocks. I burned candles this week, but I didn't burn as much as I normally do. I actually focused a little bit more on my Scentsy because I had made quite a few Scentsy purchases over the fall and winter holiday time, and so I have a lot. Plus I have my club coming in January, so I'm looking to get through quite a bit of my Scentsy, and I changed all of my warmers out from my holiday ones to just back to my regular. I don't really do winter decor per se. Once I'm done with the holidays, I just go back to my regular like year-round decor that I use from January until like end of August when I switch over to fall. I know there are people that go all out with like spring decor and Valentine's Day and 4th of July and all this stuff. I don't really get into that level of decorating. I think I just prefer a more clean, like streamlined look for the rest of the year. And I think that's actually what gets me excited about decorating for fall and Christmas, is that it just changes so drastically in my house. But anyway, so yeah, we will, let's do the Scentsy first, and then I'll tell you guys about the candles that I was burning this week. So first, I went a little crazy on the sweet plum pastry, which the Bring Back My Bar is over now. And some of you did have a chance to try the sweet plum pastry. Some of you loved it as much as I do, and some of you don't like it at all. But I'm glad you've at least had a chance to try it so that you know. Personally, I love the sweet plum pastry. I think it's a very unique scent, and it's one that I can really use year-round. Like, I love this scent in the fall, I love it in the summer, I love it in the spring, and even this past week, I've been loving it just as like a winter scent as well. So these two are from the last Bring Back My Bar, and this was actually one of my like original ones that I had. I have to admit that the sweet plum pastry that I have in my collection from previous years, it's not quite as strong anymore. I think it's starting to kind of lose its scent. I think the original that I had left was actually stronger still than the Bring Back My Bar versions, which were these guys here, which I had from the last time that it came back, not this go around. So these were a little weaker. So I wonder if they do a different formulation when they have the Bring Back My Bar. Sometimes I think the Bring Back My Bars are exactly like the regular bars in terms of the length of time that I can get out of a couple of cubes. And sometimes I think that maybe they don't use quite the amount of fragrance oils that maybe they should. I don't know. I don't want to say it's inconsistent, but it can be a hit and miss sometimes. So I haven't melted any of my sweet plum pastry from this last Bring Back My Bar, but I will get to that for sure. I definitely bought, like, I think I got at least 1 6-pack and then maybe a few more even. And then it's also back in my club. So I still have a few of these left, so I'm just kind of trying to finish them up so that I can get the older ones out of the system before I start using the newer ones, if that makes sense. So sweet plum pastry, I absolutely adore. Stroopwafel Delight, which is retiring. I do have Stroopwafel Delight in my club, so I don't have to worry about that. It'll always come to me. Plus I have several backup bars. Stroopwafel Delight is one that came out for the fall, but I think it's also a great year-round scent. It smells exactly like a stroopwafel, which is that kind of nice waffle cone type scent mixed with a creamy caramel, but not a headache-inducing caramel. A really, really nice version. So love this. I've also been doing Central Park Pralines. This is one that is really strong when I first put it into my warmers. This was a recent Bring Back My Bar here. This is one where I get like 2 solid days, but after the second day, the scent is completely gone. It's not like it even fades out. It's like 2 days of like 8 hours of warming and then done. So, that was a little bit of a disappointment, but I really like the scent. I have a few bars of this. I think I might save them maybe now at this point for next fall. I think this is also a really nice fall scent. It's also a nice blender with other gourmand, like nutty gourmand scents, or even with a like cranberry type scent. This is really nice with those as well. So anyway, butter pecan. I love butter pecan. I actually have this going downstairs right now in the fancy lady living room, which looks so different from before. Oh my gosh. I will start filming in there again, by the way. I'll probably start next week. I still have to actually, there's nothing on my trees. They're just sitting in the rooms naked at this point. So Craig has to get the boxes down from out in the garage that are in our storage loft area. So, the window is still blocked by the giant tree, but I will be back in there filming for next week. But butter pecan is delightful. It's just like what it sounds. It's pecans and like they're roasted in butter. This is really nice. I like this one a lot. To bring Bump on Bar happy birthdays. This was not from the last Bring Back My Bar, but if it ever comes around again, just put it in your club. It's so good. I have so many of these because I have 3 in my club alone that comes to me every 3 months. That's how often my subscription is with Scentsy. So love this one. It just smells like funfetti birthday cake batter. It's delicious. And then the last is toasted marshmallow. Toasted marshmallow for me it smells very similar to Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. And it's kind of a nice December scent, I feel like, but it also can get you into like January and February as well. This just, to me, is like, it's a cozy, warm, sweet, but also kind of slightly smoky type scent. It does have those like warm wood embers type notes to it as well. It's very similar to Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. I really enjoy this. I do think that I have it in my club. I think I do. Hopefully I didn't take it out. I don't think I did, but anyway, this is delightful. Love it. All right, let's talk candles that I was burning this past week. First off, downstairs, I am finishing up, this is the lid here because I didn't want to bring it up with me, my Hallmark's French Toast, and that is the last of the like holiday TSV candles from those 2 trios that were available. And I know there was a lot of controversy about those. People either loved the TSV or they hated it. I'm one of the people that really enjoyed it. I did not stock up on it. I got to the point where I was really coming to the end of my candle funds for 2020. I am someone who creates a budget for my spending every single year. And once I reach the amount that I have set aside for like my frivolous things, I don't buy anything else. So I was planning on making maybe like one last Nest purchase, and I have some thoughts about Nest, but we'll get to that here in a second. But I was planning on making one last Nest purchase because I still had a little bit of money in there, but I was like, I think I'm just gonna hold at this point and try to continue with whittling down my stash before bringing in a bunch of other things. So I'm going to focus on doing that for the first few months of the year for sure. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff that will be released coming up, but I'm going to, again, try to show some restraint this year. But anyway, people either loved or hated this set. I was one of the people that liked it. I don't think the scents were to die for the most part. I do really love this French toast scent, but it smells very similar to either sugared beignets or hot cider donut. So if you just get one of those from Ulta, and I will try to remember to put links for everything in the description box down below, but you can get hot cider donut from Ulta, and the scent is very, very similar. In fact, this week I did burn an entire hot cider donut because I have quite a few of these. This is one of my favorite scents from Homeworks. And this one burned super well, like no issues at all. In fact, it got all the way to the bottom there and extinguished itself, and it was perfect. Like there's a little bit of wax left on the bottom, but that's it. These burning at the same time, it just smelled like I was mostly burning hot cider donut. But this one's called French Toast. Anyway, love the glass on those. I think they were a good release. I hope he actually keeps the glass that he used for these because I think it's gorgeous. I will be washing mine out and sticking floral arrangements in them and probably just gifting them to clients. So there's one or two that I plan on putting like Q-tips or, you know, like, I don't know, maybe like pencils or something in my office. But for the most part, I love the glass. The glass was gorgeous. I know that's not a selling point for a lot of people, but I don't know. I like to reuse and recycle things whenever possible, and when candle companies put the wax in beautiful jars, if I can in any way save it and, again, recycle it by gifting an extra arrangement to my clients or to someone in the neighborhood or whatever, like I love doing stuff like that. So anyway, Burning downstairs right now, besides the French toast, is Homework's berry pumpkin waffles, and I have that going in my fancy lady living room with my happy birthday bars, which this is a great combo, by the way. But this finally came back this year, the berry pumpkin waffles. I was afraid it wasn't going to. I do wish that I would have purchased a couple more, but then there's the other part of me that's like, oh, you still had backups from when it was originally out. So, you know, I have a feeling Harry will bring this one back, and when he does, I'll definitely repurchase it. It's one of my favorite scents from Homeworks. I do still, by the way, want to do a top 5 candles of 2020 video for you. I think I might do that next week, so we'll see. But yeah, this one's really delicious and I love it. And then the last candle that I was burning this week is a new one from Nest. It's not a new scent. This was actually, I believe, released last year. It's new to me. This is Nest Amalfi Lemon Mint. I obviously have it in the 3-wick, and this one is burning beautifully, by the way. I will have an in-depth dedicated review to this next Sunday. So stay tuned. I want to burn it for a little bit longer. I've burned it for a number of hours. These Nest candles tend to burn forever, especially if you get them in this 3-wick format. But yeah, so this has been burning forever, but I like to get at least a little further down before reporting back. So by the end of next week, I should have this at a point where I'm comfortable giving a final review of it. But so far it's burning fantastically. So you can see there's no sitting, there's no problem with the wicks, there's nothing going into the wax. It's just really nice and clean white wax. It's burning well. It smells really good too. A quick note about Nest that I thought I would mention that's just a little disappointing to me is that they raised their prices. I wasn't aware they were doing this, but my friend Brett from over at Philly Candleman mentioned to me that Nest was going to be raising their prices on January 1st. And I was like, no way, because their prices are kind of up there to begin with. And I do think Nest is a brand just hands down worth splurging on regardless. I think they have a great product. But I was really disappointed to hear that she was raising the prices of the candles. So these 3 wicks, I think, were $68. Now I want to say they're $70. And her 1 wick candles were $42. And now I think they're going to $45. Like, she's increasing the prices, I would say, pretty significantly. And it's a little disappointing because, again, I think the quality is there and it's a great product and I love her scents, especially the holiday scents. Like, you guys know what my holy trinity is, which is the holiday scent, birchwood pine, and then also the spiced orange and clove. I think the holiday scents might still be 15% off right now, so if you want any of those for next year, I would say get them. It really was hard for me to refrain from picking up holiday scents for next year right now because, again, I'm just trying to remember, like, just get through the stuff that you have now. You can always buy more once you finish what you already have. And that's just like a mindset change that I have to make. I do have a feeling that at some point she is going to discontinue that spiced orange and clove. So this may be a regret on my part if it is done away with after this holiday season, and maybe it'll come to Nordstrom Rack. I don't know, maybe it won't. Maybe I won't have it anymore. And that'll just have to be a thing. But yeah, I will say I am disappointed that they are raising the prices again because apparently, and not apparently, I had a feeling that this was going to happen again. She raised the prices the year before last as well. So in at the start of 2019, she had raised the prices from $40 for the 1 wick to, I think, the now old price of $42. And now they're going to be $45, I think. Check out the website. The new pricing is up. So it's disappointing and I think unnecessary. I think she was kind of in a sweet spot where she was at, but I don't know. It seems like an interesting tactic, especially like right now with everything that's happening, to raise prices on your products, but I don't know, maybe some market research was done and they found that that was worthwhile doing. Who knows? Will it stop me from purchasing as much? I don't know. I mean, it's a couple bucks a candle, so it's not a ton of money, but it is still, I guess, the principle of like, why are you raising the price? Is the burn time going up? If the burn time is going up, yes. If there's more wax being included, yes, absolutely. If something is changing about the candles, yes. But if these are all like the same candles that she just decided to like jack the price up on, I think it's there that I'm kind of like, oh, okay, interesting decision. I don't know. Trying to be diplomatic, but it is a little bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I'll still buy the candles, but maybe not as many. We'll see. All right, and the very last thing is one of these Voluspa candles, and this is the Vanilla Latte. I just brought the lid up because this is what I currently have in my kitchen. This is not a kitchen filling candle. It's just a small tin, like 1 wick. But when I'm standing next to it, I can smell it, and it's kind of a nice vanilla latte scent. It's creamy. You can smell those coffee notes in it. But Voluspa candles, I think you buy mostly for the containers. You should like the fragrance as well, but they're not house filling candles, Voluspa, at least not in their 1 or 2 wick formats that I have experienced. Maybe some of their larger, like giant hearth candles are. I still want to grab one of those at some point. I just need to find a scent that I think is worth getting in that particular size, because these candles I think are like $250. They're kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, they're really insane. But I think it'd be a fun thing to splurge on once in life, just to see. I don't know. Anyway, all right, you guys. That's it. That's the very first home fragrance roundup for the year. Now for just a little bit of an update. So I obviously will continue with this series every Saturday. If I have a haul to share, either a candle haul or a wax haul, I might either skip this video, the home fragrance roundup, or I might just upload the hauls on Sunday. I'm trying to reserve my home fragrance reviews just for the weekends for the most part. I'm gonna be going down to 3 days a week with my beauty videos, so just Monday, Wednesday, Friday there. I need to pull back just a little bit because work is gonna start for me again this year at some point, and I will need to put quite a bit of thought into that because I'm basically doing all of my clients from last year, this year, and I'm just gonna need like the brain space to be able to focus on that. But this is also just a huge outlet for me. I love having this channel. I think it's so fun to talk home fragrance with you guys. And really, like, the changes don't affect the home fragrance stuff too much, to be totally honest. It's mostly the beauty content that will be affected. But if I don't, for example, have a candle review to upload on a Sunday, I just won't upload on a Sunday. So next Sunday, I should have this candle ready to review, so I will do that. Next Saturday, I will do the weekly home fragrance roundup, and I might even do an extra video next Saturday with my top 5 candles from 2020. Because that was actually a suggestion from one of my last live stream videos from a couple of people. So I'll do that next week, and we'll kind of get the 2020 stuff taken care of and left where it belongs in 2020. So, and we'll just kind of go forward from there. So really not a huge bunch of changes, just, you know, I want to continue to do the home fragrance stuff because it's enjoyable to me. And I think you guys seem to really like it as well. So yeah, it's staying, not a whole lot of changes there. If you do have suggestions for candle related content that you would like to see, let me know down below. I know some people were asking about vendor wax hauls, and I may consider that. You guys know vendor wax isn't always my favorite just because I don't really know what I'm getting. With Scentsy, I always know what I'm getting, and I just feel a little bit safer with that. But yeah, so that was requested. So I may pick one or two companies this year to sort of dip my toes into with the vendor wax. What else was there for home fragrance? I think most of the stuff was like beauty related. So if you did not get to participate in the live stream and you have suggestions for home fragrance related content, definitely leave it in the comments down below for me. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. I hope your new year is off to a great start. Please subscribe if you are new and check out the description box for the links for the videos that I referenced and where you can find the products that I talked about. So have a great rest of your weekend and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.